Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Natalie Renee, and get ready with me while I talk about life after college. So before we get into the topics, let's get straight into my base. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional. Clearly, I'm not a professional. But second disclaimer, I'm not that good at makeup, so don't come watching this expecting to learn anything. But anyways, chit chat, get ready with me. I've already primed, so to prime, I use the Black Rose Sunscreen Make It Glow 30 SPF in like the spray one. I really like this. I used to use the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer, but I feel like it was breaking me out, so I stopped using that. Going right into my base, I'm gonna use the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint in the shade 12, all over. Also, don't mind me looking down a little bit. I'm gonna be using this little mirror from my Juvia's palette, Juvia's Place Bronze, whatever. I'm using this mirror. So, a little bit about me. My name is Natalie, and y'all, I'm about to be 25, like, very soon. I can't even believe it. I'm about to hit my quarter century, and it's like, wow, where did the time go? Anyways, I'll be turning 25 soon. Life is insane, specifically life after college. So I graduated from Iowa State University in 2022 with my bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering. I know it may sound super nerdy, but I love it. If anybody wants to know why I like aerospace engineering, why I wanted to be an engineer, why I chose any of that, I can definitely make a separate video related to that. Anyways, did my undergrad at Iowa State. That was really amazing. And then I went on to do my master's also in aerospace engineering at Georgia Tech. And I'm gonna blend because I don't know how y'all be doing this, talking and makeup and blending at the same time. I feel like it requires extreme focus that I don't have. Also, sidebar, my phone literally just died. How do you start a YouTube video and not have your phone charged? Whatever. But anyways, I did my undergrad at Iowa State and I did my master's at Georgia Tech. And now I am a full-time structural analysis engineer. Okay, to spot conceal, I'm gonna use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Amande or Deep 3. And then I'm gonna use the Clinique Even Better Concealer in the shade WN 114 Golden for under my eyes, chin, all that stuff. So let's get right into it. Life after college. Okay, I feel like being a student from kindergarten all the way through high school and then college and then graduate school is kind of crazy. Like when you really think about it, once you're out of it, it's like, oh my goodness, I have been a student for so many years, which is like fine, but I guess, well, it's fine. And I really enjoy school, separate sidebar. I love school. I love my college experiences. There were obviously ups and downs as every college student has, but overall, I love learning. So I think college was in general really fun for me. So anyways, yeah, I'm spot concealing with this. But to kind of speak on it, it's like I feel like I have to refigure out life after college. Like I feel like I'm saying like a lot. Blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, you're in school, you have your classes all day, you chill out, you hang with your friends, you're on campus the entire time, right? You're surrounded by all these other college students. That is not real life. That is not real life at all, which it's not like I thought that was real life, but I feel like the difference between being a full-time college student and like graduating and having no school whatsoever, no responsibilities besides your job, I mean, it's crazy. Moving to a new city, honestly, has been quite an adjustment as well. But seriously though, going from having like a full-time college career type of routine and schedule to a full-time employee career and schedule was just crazy. And it took me a little bit to adjust. Like I feel like, I don't know, like my emotions were all over the place trying to figure out like, okay, I went to work and I come home and now what? I felt like I was wasting the day away after work just because I just didn't know what to do with myself and all of my extra free time. I've since learned to adjust. So in terms of like the new environment, I feel like it's like new environment plus friends are all in the same type of category of newness to me, because it's like, okay, you're on a college campus, you have your friends, they're only like 5 minutes away and it's not a big deal. Or even like when I'm not necessarily in college, I've done a few internships, and you hang out with those same intern friends outside of work. And moving from like intern life and school life into real life, it's very different. And I feel like it was a little bit hard for me to get adjusted. You know, I'm the youngest person on my team. Obviously, I don't see a lot of me at work and on my team. So it was quite an adjustment. Just getting myself out there and meeting new people. It's kind of weird. I feel like I haven't really had to do that since I was a little kid, because there's always another person in the same environment as me doing the same things as me. My girls in grad school, I had a few Black women who were also in aerospace engineering with me in my same class, and having that support system was like more than I could ever imagine, right? Or just even having other Black women in school with me at Georgia Tech, which was way more than Iowa State, by the way. Going from that environment to the environment where it's like, oh, I'm working full time, kind of just by myself, I had to learn to adjust and figure out, okay, what do I want to do with my day when I get outside of work? How do I want to incorporate friends into my new life? New friends, by the way. And I feel like not enough people talk about how much you may miss your like current/old, but current friends. All my friends live all over the country and I like never get to see them. I'm crying for y'all. But I feel like that's been an adjustment as well. Nothing obviously I can't handle, but it's just an adjustment. You know, I'm working. Who knows how long I'll be in this role? Who knows how long I'll be in this city? It's very different than school. You know that you're gonna finish out the semester, and you know you're gonna finish out your school year, and you have your certain classes, you're checking off your boxes. There are no boxes to check with life, real life. Nobody told me this. I mean, like they did tell me this. I was not listening, and that's fine. You have to learn things on your own. Not that it's bad at all, but it's just all of this has just been like a learning experience. And okay, y'all, clearly I do not have this like makeup and talking down packed yet. I'm gonna work on it. Okay, also lately I've been a powder blush girly. I've been using the NARS and Orgasm X. It's like this cute little coral color. Love that. But today I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in Rose Latte. This is kind of what this one looks like. Obviously I've hit pan on it. I used to like really go hard for this color, and then I stopped using cream blush. But I'm going to do this under, and then when I'm putting all my powders on, I'm gonna put this right on top. Okay, so enough about all of the adjustments that I've had to make mentally and physically to being a real adult now. Let's talk about the fun, because I have had a lot of fun so far. I graduated in May, and I've only been in my job since like the end of July, but I feel like, whew, I have done so much. I've traveled. I forget that when you're not a college student, you can travel and do whatever the heck you want with your free time. So I've traveled. I've always been like really artistic and just like doing art as my hobbies. So I've been doing more crocheting. I grew up crocheting my whole life, so it's not necessarily a new skill, but I've been crocheting. I've been painting, which is kind of new. I found this watercolor paint set on Amazon that I'm like in love with, and I've been painting every now and then just to fill up some of my free time. And then my favorite hobby / activity of them all is that I have been going to pottery classes. Maybe I will show y'all in a different video like some of the art that I've made, and maybe take you guys on a studio day with me. I don't know, we'll see. But I've been really into pottery. I was into pottery when I was in high school. Loved it. I mean, like, was obsessed. Went to a couple like art shows, won a competition once. Like, I was really into my pottery bag. And then I got to college and whew, I was so busy. I mean, talk about being busy as a college student, but I was so busy. I feel like I could not. And there was a studio, there was a pottery studio on campus. I feel like I went twice out of my 4 years being there. So I'm definitely glad that I found a studio out here that works with my schedule, works with my money, and I've just really enjoyed having the free time to do the things that I love to do. It's kind of like refiguring out what you like and refiguring out what is important to you outside of like your daily task. So that's definitely been a treat, going to pottery. As y'all can see, I'm still using this little baby mirror, so if it's looking bad, let's not even worry about it. Like I said, y'all, my makeup routine is pretty simple and it's basically almost over. But next, I'm going to kind of set my face. So I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier under my eyes. I don't use this too often, but I feel like the color that I'm using currently, the Maybelline Fit Me in 330, I feel like this doesn't really match my undertone under my eye. And since I'm like concealing and powdering under there to cover up my dark marks, I feel like this almost makes me look like gray under there. So I'm gonna try using this Laura Mercier powder again, and hopefully I don't look like a ghost. Obviously, if I do, this is a judgment-free zone. No one's gonna worry about it. While I set my face, let's talk about the things that I really was not prepared for when it comes to being a real adult. The first thing, bills. Oh my goodness. Not necessarily like there's a bunch of bills, but it's like I lived on campus all the time. And then in grad school, I lived off campus, but it's like the only bill I had was rent. I have real bills. And thank God for auto pay, right? Because I feel like I'm one of those people who forget. But anyways, bills, everything, rent, food and groceries, medical bills, deductibles, all this crazy stuff that you just don't realize become a part of your new adult life. Life sucks. I mean, life doesn't suck, but sometimes adulting really sucks. I feel like I've been using the phrase life be lifin' ever since I started work. Like literally ever since I started work, life just be lifin'. And that's fine. Life is gonna life, but whew. Sometimes a girl needs a break. What I'm doing with this powder, I'm using this e.l.f. Putty Bronzer brush. I usually use my NARS Pot Concealer with this brush, but lately I haven't been doing that. And I thought just now, maybe it would look less ghost-like if I like dip this in the powder and then like dust it off on my hand. I'm dusting it on my leg right now, but I'm dusting it on my leg to try to like take some of the product off. And I'm just really hoping it's not ghostly. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Overall, life is really great. Life after college for me has been really great. I feel like I've been extremely blessed to be able to handle this transition in this period of life with as much grace as possible. I have an extremely wonderful and great support system, and I love them so much. And I feel like it's kind of a beautiful thing to see, just to be going through this process, obviously with myself. I feel like I'm becoming an entirely different person. Like something about when they be saying like your whatever frontal lobe is developing, I feel like mine's been developed. All right, I'm gonna put that out there. But you know, I'm just noticing different things about myself, about life in general, not to be all or whatever, but it's been a great transition. Okay, so to set the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Microsmooth in 58 Almond. I don't really use this one that much. I usually use my Maybelline Fit Me in 355, but sometimes this feels like a lot on my skin. So I'm gonna use the Microsmooth powder everywhere outside of like where I put my concealer. And I'm gonna put it on with this very dirty Sephora Puff. So the last thing I really want to talk about is like what I'm looking forward to now that I am working and just doing the life thing. Immediately, I'm looking forward to travel. I have been out of the country twice, and I already have 2 trips planned for 2025, but not just necessarily out of the country travel. I mean, I want to just do more stuff with my time. I feel like sometimes when you're working and you're like in the grind and you're saving and you have all of these goals, it's really hard to have fun. And so I just want to make sure that I do prioritize fun while also prioritizing like my goals for the future. So more fun, more road trips, more spontaneous activities, just more stuff, more life, you know? I just want to get out, do as much as I can because I'm young, and what better time than now? Okay, y'all, I don't think I'm looking like a ghost. I'm not done yet. I don't think I'm looking like a ghost though, which is very good. So like I said before, I'm gonna use my NARS Blush in Orgasm to go over the cream blush that I just did. Sometimes I'll be going like real heavy-handed with this and I have to like cool it. So hopefully today's not one of those days. But like I said before, this is a judgment-free zone, guys. This is a judgment-free zone. So if I do look a mess, it's fine. I don't know why I'm trying to look through the back camera like I can see what I'm looking like. Anyways, I feel like this is looking good. Let me back my little mirror up. It might be a lot. Okay, I have blush. So my highlighter just broke. I mean, it was like kind of already a little bit. This just the top is off. It's not a huge deal. So the blush that I'm using is a Artisan Color Baked Bronzer in Ginger Snap. I got this from Target. It's not really like the product said, it's more of like a baked bronzer type of thing, but I just use it as highlight. I feel like it really blends in with my skin tone rather than the super bright yellow highlight that I used to use when I was younger. So this one I put like right on the tip of my nose, and I like to put it in like the middle part of my nose bridge, like right here. And then I'm sorry y'all, I'm still doing highlighter on my cheeks. I don't know if like people are not into that anymore or what, but it is very much still a part of my routine. Okay, I think that's enough of that. No clue how I'm looking. Well, no clue what y'all are seeing. I think I'm looking all right though. And then after I do my eyebrows, I will kind of put a little bit under my brow, but my eyebrows are not done. I usually get them threaded and it's been a while, so I most likely won't be drawing extra attention to my undone eyebrows today. This is pretty basic, my eyebrow routine. If they're threaded, I usually don't do anything but use the NYX brow glue in clear, but since they are a little bit messy, I'm gonna brush them and fill them in with the NYX brow pencil in Espresso. The fill-in that I just did, fluff that out so it's not so harsh. And then I'm gonna go ahead and slick my brows upwards and like to the side with the NYX brow glue. Okay, eyebrows are done. They probably look a hot mess, and that's completely fine. So sometimes what I like to do after I do my eyebrows, because I feel like putting the gel over the pencil kind of makes it messy, I just take like a wipe and clean up around it, and then I just like repowder these areas. I will go through and just put like a little bit of Sephora Microsmooth on my eyebrows after they dry, because I don't really like that shiny eyebrow look. So my brows are cleaned up, and the last thing to do is to apply my mascara, which I'm going to do off camera. Okay, so mascara is done, and the finishing touches, I put a little bit more blush on. I felt like it wasn't enough. My finishing touches is this lip combo. I'm gonna start with this regular clear lip gloss, and then I'm gonna put on this Fenty, what's this, Gloss Bomb stick in hot chocolate, and top that off with the e.l.f. lip oil. Yeah, I kind of lost the plot, y'all. Doing makeup and talking at the same time is kind of difficult, but regardless, I feel like my final things that I want to share is that if you are also, you know, post-grad, getting into your career, whatever you're doing, and you are finding yourself in a period of transition, just like to give yourself grace. I mean, people told me over and over and over again, give yourself grace. And I'm one of those people that I feel is particularly hard on themselves, as most people are. Looking back, if I would have given myself more grace, I would have felt 100% better, or maybe like 75% better about some of the situations I found myself in. Yeah, just, you got it. Obviously, everything is going to work out exactly as it's supposed to, and there will be ups and downs, even to adult life. Probably way more ups and downs, but life after college has been great overall, and I'm really excited for the future. Okay, y'all, so I'm done getting ready. Here is the makeup, the final product. I usually would put a setting spray on, but since I'm just sitting in the house relaxing, I'm not gonna do that right now. But I really hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.